Leg overs, or a hip flexor raise, is an exercise that we do to be able to strengthen the hip flexors, which one of them is the psoas muscle, which runs from your belly button to the front of your hips, and the other one is the rectus femoris, which runs from your hip to your kneecap. If we strengthen these muscles, it gives us things like better jumping power, but it also gives us a lot more hip stability as well, so our hips are less inclined to shake side to side, can help out with back pain and such like that. And all we want to do to be able to get them worked is get ourselves an object like a kettlebell or a toilet roll, just something small, place it down on the ground, and all we're going to do is sit into a V shape. We want our torso to be as upright as possible, but bearing in mind that the more upright or the more over the leg that we are, the harder it's going to be to lift that leg up. So if you're a little bit less flexible, you can start off lean back and build it up. And all we're going to do is get your foot, toes pulled back, and just lift it straight up and over the object. So 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, and so on. And we should feel a big contraction right at the leg. Now, what we would like to do with this exercise is build it up to about 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps over a small object, and then progressively overload it by either improving your form by leaning closer towards the leg. That's going to make it more challenging for your hamstring flexibility and harder for here because we're working in a shorter range now, and there's some much harder ranges to work in. Or we can just increase the height of the object. So we can stay leaning back if it's a bit more comfortable and just use a slightly higher object to be able to do the exercise over, and that's going to work just as well. We want to be able to do something like this until you can do it over an object that I would say is about 12 inches tall, maybe some kitchen roll or something like that is pretty perfect, and you can do 3 sets of 15 over it, no problem whatsoever, just swapping from one leg to the other with a fairly vertical back. Enjoy.